What's up, gentlemen? So today's video falls under the category of a little teeny weeny bit of tough love because I got some things I gotta tell you that you may not like to hear. Unfortunately, some of you are being incredibly stupid when it comes to some of the things that you're doing and decisions you're making, and you gotta stop, because until you do, you're never going to ultimately kick as much ass as I know that you can. Gentlemen, if you're ready to stop being stupid, drop me one of these to be like, yo, Alpha, if you call me stupid again, I'm gonna punch you in the nuts. First stupid thing you need to stop doing is messing around with trashy ass spicy senoritas. I told you I was ruffling a few feathers today. It doesn't matter how pretty they are, it doesn't matter how big their boobs are or how many followers they've got on Instagram. If they are not a good person, I don't want you anywhere near them. Gentlemen, life is too short to invest your time, money, or energy in somebody that is not worth your emotional commitment or bandwidth. You are amazing. You gotta make sure that the senorita you're with is equally as amazing. The second stupid thing you need to stop doing is thinking that money is gonna make you happy, right? In the hustle culture that we live, it's very common to think that money, material possessions, are the things that we should be striving for and chasing. And I'm not saying you shouldn't try to be better or you shouldn't try to improve, but I can tell you from experience, I have been super broke, bankrupt, like poor. And I've also been not super broke, bankrupt, and poor. And what I can tell you from experience is that money does not make you happier. It gives you the ability to solve problems a little bit easier. Happiness comes from within. It comes from you being true to yourself and doing what you want with your life and being around people that you love. Which brings me to the third stupid thing you shouldn't do, and that is take advice from people you shouldn't be taking advice from. Everybody has an opinion. They say that opinions are like assholes, right? Everybody's got one. Well, the truth is the people you should be going to for advice are the people that you respect, people that are on your side. The problem is that everybody wants to give their opinion about what you should be doing with their life, who you should be dating, right? You've got to understand that there are only certain people that you should allow to impact or influence the way that you feel about yourself and the direction you take in your life. You've got to stop listening to stupid people. What's that? I'm stupid? That's probably true. Whatever. I'm going to keep talking because I got experience and I also have your best interest in mind. The fourth thing that's stupid that you need to stop doing is thinking that you need six-pack abs, big pecs, and to look like the dudes you see on Instagram and YouTube. The truth, if you want to look like the dudes that you see on Instagram or social media, you can. You can absolutely do it, but are you willing to commit yourself to that degree? Are you willing to do the things they're doing? Are you willing to eat the way that they eat? Exercise the way that they exercise? Use the performance-enhancing drugs the way that they do? If the answer is yes, you can do it. But most of you are going to say, no, I don't want to. Good, because you shouldn't have to, and you don't have to. It's about taking care of yourself. But this brings me to something that I'm incredibly passionate about. Not focusing exclusively on the physical. You got to make sure that you are healthy from the inside as well. So many of us put the focus on what we look like in the mirror, when the truth is, health is a lot more than just what meets the eye. There's things inside that we need to focus on. Making sure that your nutrition is straight. Making sure that you're giving your body the micronutrients it needs in order to be amazing, be awesome, and kick ass. Which brings me to the next stupid ass thing you need to stop doing. Not taking a multivitamin every single day. Your diet isn't good enough. Neither is mine. Nobody's diet is good enough, healthy enough, balanced enough to get all of the micronutrients and the quantities that we need in order to give ourselves what we need on a daily basis. That is why, for me, it's critical to fill in the nutritional gaps with a product like the Ritual Essential for Men. Guys, if you are looking for a next level multivitamin, I'm going to link to this product down below. The link is special. If you go to ritual.com/alpha20 and use the code alpha20, you're going to get 20% off your first month of Ritual. First thing you're going to notice when you get your Rituals is the way that they look. They don't look like normal multivitamins because they're not. Guys, in every 2 capsules, you're going to get 10 amazing micronutrients. You get omega-3, vitamin A, vitamin D, magnesium, zinc, vitamin K2, folate, vitamin B12, vitamin E, and boron. And the thing that I love so much about all the ingredients in Ritual Essential for Men is that they're traceable. You know exactly where the micronutrients are actually coming from. They're sustainable, vegan friendly. So the way that I think of a multivitamin, guys, is kind of like an insurance plan or insurance program, right? You're taking it just to be safe, just to make sure that you're giving your body the nutrients it needs on a micro level in order to kick ass, be awesome, and do everything that you want to do. Guys, bottom line is this. If you are not taking a multivitamin, you got to try Ritual. But if you're already taking a multivitamin and it's like a cheap one that you're buying it like at the grocery store or like GNC, guys, you gotta try Ritual. The traceability, guys, the absorbability, this is a crazy high-quality multivitamin that I absolutely love, and I know you guys are going to love them too. Think of it as peace of mind, right? Every day, you take 2 of these. For me, I put it by my sink, right? My toothbrush. I know I'm going to remember it there. Every night, boom, I pop 2 of these. It's just peace of mind, knowing that I'm giving my body the essential nutrients and micronutrients it needs in order to kick ass, dominate, and be awesome. Guys, the other thing that I love about the product is that it's a subscription. So I don't need to worry about it running out. It gets delivered to me in my mailbox every month. But the cool thing, it's super simple to pause or stop anytime you want. Guys, now is the time for you to get started and take control of your health. Finally, stop being stupid. Guys, hit the link down below and get started with Ritual Essential for Men today. That link is special. It's ritual.com/alpha20. If you use the code alpha20, you're gonna get 20% off your first month of Ritual. The next stupid ass thing you need to stop doing is avoiding the doctor or the dentist. I know it's scary, and I know as a dude, we're like, we're cool, right? We're good. Are you good? Are you good? Because if you're not good and you don't go and you don't find out, by the time you do, and because here's the thing, ready? Let me explain something. If you catch things early, go in for regular physicals, yearly for the doctor, right? Blood work, get all that done. Going to the dentist every 6 months, right? If you do that, you are going to be able to catch when something's wrong. A lot of times by the time something's like really bad to the point of which you're going to go to the doctor, it could be too late. But if you just would have gone, if you just would have taken a more proactive approach to your health and your well-being, you'd be cool. Gentlemen, be cool. Go to the doctor. The next stupid ass thing you need to stop doing is drinking and driving. If you've drank anything, you shouldn't be driving. Or else you're going to kill yourself potentially, or somebody else, or best case scenario, you get a DUI, which is what happened to me. I am so thankful, honestly, I got a DUI. Because if I hadn't, I would have continued to drive drunk, right? It wasn't the first time that I did it that I got caught. It's about having a plan prior to going out, right? A lot of times you know that you're gonna be out, you're gonna be possibly drinking, and just go and be like, I'll just have like 1 drink. A lot of times 1 turns into 2, turns into 7, and then you're like, yo, I'm good, right? You're never good. Guys, don't be an asshole. Make sure you don't drink and drive. The next stupid thing you need to stop doing is thinking that you've got to be a certain age in order to achieve something. Anything. Gentlemen, age is like irrelevant these days. It used to be you needed to maybe like go to college or do different things before you were going to basically be successful. But now it doesn't matter. The internet has changed the game. You have the ability to do amazing, huge things if you want to. If you want it, you can do it, but you got to go after it. Do not let your age be an excuse to why you can't achieve greatness. There's never been a better time to start than right now, today. But this brings me to something else you got to stop doing, and that is talking. Running that mouth, right? There's so many of you that are really good at that, always talking about, someday, just watch me, I'm gonna be grinding and kill. When? Why? What? What are you doing? Other than talking. Gentlemen, stop talking, start doing. Less talk, more action. Don't worry about what other people are saying. Don't worry about what other people are doing. This is your life. This is your journey. Stop running the mouth and start doing the work. Which brings me to the next stupid thing you need to stop doing, and that is comparing yourself to other people. It doesn't matter what they do. I know that it's hard, right? With social media, we do. I do. We all do. We all compare ourselves to other people. It makes us feel bad about ourselves, and a lot of times it makes us feel like hopeless. At least it does me, and I'm just being honest, right? I find myself, when I get into this cycle or this toxic habit of looking at other people, what they're doing, their businesses, their whatever, it makes me feel bad about myself. That's one of the reasons why you got to spend less time on social media, which is the next and final stupid thing you need to stop doing. I'm not saying there's not a place or a time, and you can't go on Instagram or drop thumbs up on Alpha M videos, of course. But the more time I find that I spend, the worse I feel about myself. You've got to get off of the internet and into life. You got to do the things you need to do. You need to make sure that you are happy and healthy. And as a young man, there's a lot of pressure on you, a lot more on you than there ever was on me. Life is hard, but what makes it harder is when we make the stupid ass decisions and mistakes and don't realize it. Guys, you are amazing. I hope at least you realize that.